Things are about to get really bad. That's just balance, dog. Where do you think it says the weather?
Hello!
Walked around an hour now.
I have food for breakfast. I haven't had food since 10 a.m.
We need like GoPro a wreck.
The Sphere.
For all those people who subscribe to the OnlyFans. Well,
What?
it happened, boys.
Anyway.
Nuclear missiles to redirect.
What would survive this? Alright, our journey started in LA. You know, the home of famous celebrities like Will Smith and Smokey the Bear.
1,000 acres, about 40 miles north of Los Angeles. Interstate 5 was closed yesterday in both.
On the way, we hit a few setbacks. Do you see this? We've been driving this for 5 hours.
And we cannot connect the phone to the Bluetooth, so we're not going to be able to listen to The Sphere.
What do they mean? Why for my safety? We crossed into Arizona.
We made it to Arizona. There it is.
And then we crossed into Arizona.
Arizona.
Wait, what? We are finally getting close to Winslow, Arizona, where we plan to eat dinner and spend the night. 2 hours away.
2 hours away.
2 fast food places into our
Two
trip.
fast food places.
Eating at Jack in the Box and KFC. So
With-
double header on that one.
With 6-year vouchers.
6-year vouchers.
We are out here in Hawaii or whatever.
Yeah, snuck into the park.
Snuck into the park. We do not have we don't have a reservation, and we're in a spot that over here actually says, over there probably can't see it, but it says reserved. So not great.
They found us.
They found us.
They found us. It didn't work. After being forced to pay the camping fee, we journeyed through Hamalavi State Park, saw everything it had to offer, 2 squares,
2 squares.
and then went to Meteor Crater, where we would have the most unique experience of the entire trip.
Whew. It's a scorcher out here. Here we are. We're in our 4D movie. 4D movie.
Okay, so I'm just gonna preface this with the amount of context we got going into this movie. We showed up at Meteor Crater and were asked if we'd like to go see their new 4D movie, and that was about it.
What the fuck?
Hello again and welcome aboard. Commander Perseus.
Not only were we surprised by the childlike rabbit named Jackie who was operating our spacecraft, we were also startled by the pistons they had installed in our seats and failed to mention to us.
Oh god. Oh god. Why is there
STS Barrier is the study of the asteroids themselves. What are they made of?
But this movie was about to get even more absurd.
Asteroid Ganymede 1036 has been hit by an unidentified asteroid, setting it off on a trajectory headed straight for Earth. STS Barringer, you must intervene quickly before returning to Earth, or I'm afraid it will be too late. Please, do whatever it takes to divert this asteroid and to save us all.
Nuclear missiles to redirect its
Why do they have nuclear missiles on their
asteroid?
Why can this rabbit authorize
Jackie,
nuclear missiles?
prepare the missiles. This
Here, pass it down. And then they
Commander, the missile's detonated too early. The asteroid is still on its previous course.
Well, Jackie, we're going to have to take drastic action. We'll have to drop our reserve antimatter fuel cell with the remote detonator and blow the asteroid into 1 billion pieces.
But that movie was something else.
movie was
something else.
movie was weird. It was tough.
Wonder who created that.
I don't know. Watch that 4D movie. That's supposed to be like a kid's thing that just kept fucking ramming our ass with pistons.
Haha,
With a newfound appreciation for animation, we finally headed to our first national park, Petrified Forest. Now, Petrified is one of my favorite parks, partly because you can use these backcountry trails to get to parts of the park you wouldn't normally access. However, I wouldn't say it's the best idea to use these pathways when there's a monsoon on the way.
Just like, oh yeah, that won't hit us.
There's the storm out there, and she's coming. But there's another one right over there. So we're fucked.
It'll be fine. Oh,
Things are about to get really bad.
it's about to become a found footage film.
Yeah. So we're a little wet.
A little wet.
Doing
fine.
Doing okay. Hopefully, I mean, we're obviously in flash flood territory. We both know that.
Yeah.
But we're hoping that it just started raining, and we're in Badlands that, you know, haven't started in really far away areas. So hopefully that saves us.
Yeah.
By the time we get out. But if this is found footage, I mean, you'll know what happened. We made it.
Made it.
Kinda, almost there.
Almost. Close.
As our time came to an end in Petrified Forest, so did our time in Arizona. We headed north to Moab to spend a couple days in Arches and Canyonlands.
Utah, we made it to Utah.
Okay, just some normal Utah stuff, right? But then you say, ooh, what's that?
That's a sweet piece of ass.
We grabbed dinner at Wendy's and then spent the night in Moab. We're on day 3.
Day 3.
We made it to Moab. We spent the night doing shit.
Yep. Waited for an hour at a Wendy's.
Yeah.
So that was not fun. Our cooler has malfunctioned.
Yep. The cooler is no longer working. Kind of fucked in terms of that. All those sandwich shit we bought is just slimy and gross. That's tough. But, you know, that's life.
That's life.
Here is the 4th fast food place we've eaten. And we're on the morning of day 3, so hopefully that tells you kind of where we're at. After a little breakfast, we spent the rest of our day hiking around Arches National Park.
That's just balanced, dog. That shit is high up. Besides, we're gonna get crushed by these rocks.
Arch.
Thoughts on Arches? Good. Man, a few words. POV, you're me.
We finally left the park and prepared for tomorrow's visit to Canyonlands. We made a few stops on our way there. Some planned. Where do you think it says the weather? Some unplanned.
That thing looks like it's going to fucking fall. What is that? Oh my god.
Now, we were headed to the Needles section of Canyonlands, which was an area that neither of us had ever been to before. This just meant we had to be cautious on trails and not get lost.
Update, we are lost.
We've been lost around an hour now.
We found one. It's been about 50 minutes since our last thing. We found it. Still no idea where to go. Walk around for a bit, see if we can find it.
We ended up turning around to try and make it back to the car. And we've made it back to the car, but at the same time, we think we might have found out that we made a wrong turn about like a quarter mile in. So, but we're back, we're safe. After we found our way back to the car, we decided it was a good time to leave and head back to Moab. The next morning, we packed our things and headed to Capitol Reef.
How are we feeling?
I'm going to leave this guy in the middle of the desert.
So, feeling good. Someone's coming by. Hello! Hello, Ward! You just see the guy in the car go.
But of course, we got a little bit sidetracked with some rock collecting out in the middle of nowhere, Utah.
Now we're doing some excavation. Find some cool shit. I guess that thing wasn't cool. Just had a landslide. Tiny landslide. Trying to see if anything cool came out of it. No, not really.
Petrified wood, though.
Petrified wood. Found petrified wood. What a fun adventure. What a fun adventure. We came from all the way up there. Don't know if you can even see it. It's a lot of shit. Now we're going down.
We packed up the rocks we found and finally headed to Capitol Reef.
Hi.
Now, Capitol Reef was a beautiful park. It was huge and had a lot of open areas, and it seemed to have a little bit of something from every park that we visited.
Holy shit. We've been stranded 2 weeks. Civilization nowhere to be found. Thankfully, we have our wits about us. We have water, and we can piss for some more water. We made it out of the wild.
On top of that, it even had the most wildlife we had seen out of any of the parks.
Marmot.
The only problem I really had with this park was that it didn't feel too special. While it was still really beautiful, it'll probably rank a little bit lower compared to some of the other places we visited. Not the best park. Not the best park.
Not the best part. Maybe we're spoiled from like the view of Needles, you know, Needle Canyon lands. That was insane.
That was sick.
Or like all the cool arches, or like all the cool like going off the trail, doing your own shit at Petrified. But I think that this one had the best wildlife. That's about all we can give it. The whole capital of Capitol Reef, it sucks. And then the reef is cool, but you only can like see it from, you know, 2 miles or 4 miles away. So
Yeah, so kind of not great.
not great.
Sorry, Capitol Reef. However, I will say we did have a lot of fun trying to make it to our campsite.
Holy shit!
Whoa.
Oh
You
yeah.
got that on camera?
Yeah. All right. So we are about to go to the campsite, the basic campsite. It is 9 p.m. Sun's still out.
Haven't eaten dinner.
We
Haven't had food since breakfast.
haven't had food since breakfast. Haven't had food since 10 a.m. Not smart, I know. Don't. Anyways, but we're gonna go to the campsite. We saw some guy leaving at 9 p.m., which makes us think that it's full, which would suck. We'd have to find someone else because this trail isn't like you just turn off and then you go on this thing. We've been going for like 21 miles, I think. 13 miles on normal road and then 8 miles kind of on this off-road thing. So we're gonna check on what this is. But
Can't wait for the song to just be all over that fucking clip. That's amazing. The
It's
loud
fine.
ass song is blasting into the GoPro mic.
no, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Sure.
Anyways. Nice view though. Alright, I think I see a sign for the campsite. We want to see a not full or something like that. That sign says.
Cedar Mesa Campground.
Oh, okay, so this is the campground. This is the moment of truth. Alright. 21 miles driven. All for this moment to see whether or not this is full. Holy shit, wait, is this a campground? Oh! Yo, this shit empty.
Oh!
Yo, this shit empty.
Oh!
This shit empty.
Oh!
Oh,
Let's go!
Let's go!
Let's go! And they got bathrooms!
Let's go! We got bathrooms! Oh my god, there's no one else here? Why did those
Can we
people
go all
leave?
the way to the end?
Yeah. Alright. Anyways, we found the camp. And we don't need to leave and drive another 21 miles to go somewhere else. Lit. Amazing. Nice.
Very lit. We happily set up our tent under the Utah stars before beginning our journey to Bryce Canyon.
On the road again. How would you say that the camping was?
I actually slept pretty well because I had the air mattress and I could see all the stars, and we didn't put the cover on, so like it was really beautiful. So, yeah.
I slept horribly.
Even though one of us didn't have the best night of sleep, we were still able to make a good time out of our journey to Bryce Canyon, and we made some friends along the way.
That thing? What the fuck? That was terrifying. Holy shit.
Harry stayed with us for the remainder of our trip, coming with us into Bryce Canyon. Now, this national park was probably one of the most beautiful ones we had seen this entire trip. It had huge pine trees, winding canyons, amazing wildlife, arches, and giant hoodoos that stretched the entirety of the park. We set up our tent and got ready to camp in Bryce Canyon National Park.
Good. Anyways, so we made it to the we made it to the campsite. Got our tent, car. We ate food. Now it's riding off cool mint chocolate bars.
We enjoyed our time at Bryce Canyon so much that we decided to spend a little bit of extra time walking around the waterfalls and rivers of the area before heading to Zion National Park. Sadly, I forgot the GoPro in the car for our time at Zion, so I was only able to take a few photographs with my phone. And by this point, we were also starting to get pretty tired.
Oh yeah, that's a fucking arch.
We finally went to bed in St. George before making our final trip home, but we decided to make a quick stop in Death Valley first. It's 111 degrees.
115.
It's 115 degrees right now. And
Hot.
you know, glad we're not camping here.
We're not camping. Camping will be such hell. Oh my god. It says like don't feed wild animals, bitch. Where? What would survive this?
After a hot day and a few short hikes in Death Valley, we finally ended our trip and drove home. Alright, cool guys, thanks for watching. I'm sure Joe's probably the only one who stuck around all the way until the end, so let's do this again next year, man. And here's some bonus shots of your feet. Enjoy.
Say 100% chance. This is in 1 minute.